Oh, greetings, human. I was wondering when you would be up. I know that you've told me before that humans can sleep up to 10 hours a day, but it still feels a bit excessive to me. Still, you ended up coming in at the perfect time. I was just about to eat. Would this be the meal that your kind calls breakfast? I think that if you sleep for that long, then it kind of is a good name for the meal that you have at the end of it, huh? I know we still have a long way to go before we make it back to your human space station, but at least it seems like you won't be running out of any of your human food anytime soon either. I guess since your ship was stocked for you and your crew, there's plenty now that they've made their way off the ship. Have you heard anything back from the escape pod yet? I would assume that a smaller pod like that would be quite a bit faster than we are going right now. Do you know when they were scheduled to join up with more of your kind? Oh, tomorrow, huh? Well, that's good. Maybe we can get a message by then, if we ever figure out how to fix your ship's communicators. Have you made any progress with that? Still nothing, huh? I'm sorry to hear it, but I know that you'll figure it out eventually. Still, I wish I could be of more use in that. I'm not exactly the best mechanic among my own kind, and the added difficulty of not knowing human technology, well, I'm afraid I can't do much to help you. But even if your ship is never repaired while in transit, we should be able to get to the coordinates you gave me in the next couple of weeks. So, though I know it's still a long way away, reuniting with your crew is definitely a possibility. We just have to be patient. A lot. I guess some of that is my fault since my ship moves so slow. It's not really that fast even on the best of days, and I'm afraid that towing your ship behind is making us move even slower. Oh, no need to apologize, human. It's really no trouble. I don't mind taking my time at all. I mean, like I've said before, the whole reason that I came up here in the first place was because I wanted to travel. So, really, this just gives me some extra time to take everything in that's around me. Well, a lot of extra time, actually. And then some. But, well, it's not like I have to do this all alone. A longer trip is totally worth it since I have such good company. Although, I understand it's quite inconvenient for you. I'm finding it enjoyable having a traveling companion, but I know that that's not really what you were looking for. So, I understand if you're not as excited to be here or whatever. What's that? Oh, you are having fun with us being together too? Well, I'm really glad. I know we didn't meet under the best of circumstances, but now that we've had time to hang out and kind of get used to each other, I think of you as kind of a friend. Anyway, since you're having your breakfast now, you could always try some of my food instead of some of yours. Yeah, I know I ask you this every time we eat, but, I mean, you've got to give in eventually, right? You know I'm just messing with you. You're totally fine to eat whatever you're comfortable with. It would be super fun to see what you think of my food, but then again, no offense, but yours doesn't look all that appetizing to me either, so I totally get it. Do all humans eat things that come in packages like that. I mean, I know sometimes it's hard to preserve food for long travel, but all of yours seems so processed. Maybe I don't know what the word is exactly. I know lots of other species spend a lot of time making their food, all combinations and making sure it'll last forever and that it's easy to transport, but I guess my kind never really got that far. I mean, we've got some cooking, sure, but it seems a lot less complicated than some of the other things I've seen. What do your people do? Do they cook often? Oh, you like to cook. I guess I never thought of it as something that could be a hobby, but that's super cool. Maybe when we get back to your kind, you could show me some of the recipes you like. I'm not all that interested in trying your Pop-Tarts, or that thing you called cereal, but I would love to try some more fresh stuff when you have it. I think that could definitely be a fun adventure. Assuming you don't mind helping me out like that, that is. I know you didn't really have a choice in whether or not you came along with me, so I don't want to impose myself on you any more than I already have to. What's that? Oh, you don't mind hanging out with me either? Well, that's good. I worry sometimes that I'm annoying you or something. I know that you were pretty frightened when we first met, so I want to make sure that you're as comfortable as you can be, given the circumstances. Since you've ended up having to go way outside of your original plan, and I'm kind of good to just roll with whatever you need. Oh, no. Like I've said before, I totally don't mind taking you back to your people. On the contrary, it's actually kind of fun. Like I said, I'm a bit of a space nomad, I guess, so whether I wander towards your home or towards mine, it's really no difference to me. The best part is getting to meet new people and have adventures, and you've definitely made that possible for me to do, so I totally don't mind that you're coming along with me. In fact, I know that it's not really a good thing that your ship was so damaged, but I am really glad that we got to meet. From you, I got to learn so much more about humans than I ever could have if we hadn't been able to see each other. So, I know that sometimes different species have a hard time interacting with each other, since cultures can be so different and there's weird food and languages and body types, but, well, you seem super cool to me, so I hope that I seem okay to you too. Anyway, I don't mean to be talking your ear off. I've already learned so much about humans from the time that we've been together. But I know that you have other things to do. If we're able to fix your ship before we meet your people again, then maybe we'll be able to get in contact with your crew a little bit earlier. I'm sure they'd love to hear that you're okay. I know if I was a friend of yours and didn't know what had happened to you, I would be pretty worried. So, if you're all good on the eating part, then I wouldn't mind going back down to the ship to see if we can get anything done. Like I said before, I'm not gonna be a huge help, but, well, you know the saying, 4 hands are better than 2. Oh, is that not how it goes on your planet? You say 2 heads are better than 1. Oh, I see. Like for thinking through problems. I guess that does make sense. Funny how 2 things like that can be a little different, but kind of mean the same thing anyway. I think it's cool that even though the words we say can be different, or the foods we eat, really, I think most living things kind of all think the same. I'm glad that you've been able to be with me to help me realize that. Now, let's go see what we can do about fixing your communications.